Hi there BookTube, it's Eleanor here and it's time for my August wrap up. So in August I read a total of 19 books, which I'm really pleased with. It was a really busy month, what with holidays and Matilda being on summer holidays, so getting a lot less time to read. But I read some really great books and I had a much better average rating this month than I've had for a while, so I was really pleased with that. I read 3 5-star books this month, 14 4-star books, 2 3-star books, and there was 1 DNF in there. We'll get the DNF out the way straight away, and that was Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister by Gregory Maguire. I got about 70 pages into this and it just wasn't for me. I wasn't enjoying it, so I DNF'd it. So this month I read 1 thriller, 1 classic, 2 comics, 1 graphic novel. I read 4 lots of my fairy tales. If you remember from my TBR from August, me and Janet from Swirly Girly Reads were reading fairy tale retellings. We were reading the original fairy tale and then 3 retellings for 6 different princesses. I managed to get through 4 of them in this month, so that meant that I read Rapunzel, the original, including 3 retellings, The Little Mermaid and 3 retellings, Cinderella and 3 retellings, and Beauty and the Beast and 3 retellings. And so I will be talking about them more in various wrap-ups, which I will be coming to. I'm doing them in 2s, so 1 went up as a Friday Reads and there will be 2 more going up over the next few weeks. We're going to be carrying this on into September and finishing it off because we've really been enjoying it, so we'll be fitting it in around other TBRs, but yeah, look forward to some more videos on fairy tale retellings that we've been reading soon. Anyway, let's get into all the books. So we'll start with the 3-star reads. Dark Dark Wood by Ruth Ware and Ash by Melinda Lowe. Now for the 4-star reads. I Hate Fairyland, issue 7, French Milk by Lucy Kinsley, The Little Mermaid by Hans Christian Andersen, Forgive My Fins by Tara Lynn Childs, Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, Serena by Donna Jo Lapoli, My Summer Chasing Mermaids by Sarah Ockler, Kiss at Midnight by Eloisa James, House at the Edge of the Night by Catherine Banner, Roses and Rot, Golden, Fairest of Them All, Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge, and Of Beast and Beauty. And then for the 5-star reads, I Hate Fairyland issue 6, Every Heart is a Doorway by Shauna Maguire, and Bitter Greens by Kate Forsyth. So I'm going to talk very briefly about some of the 5-star reads with you now. So if you haven't heard me talk about I Hate Fairyland yet, I'm not sure where you've been. I really love this series. It's a really fun series. There's lots and lots of colourful artwork. And the story is continuing in this new arc, and this issue in particular I really enjoyed. I listened to Every Heart is a Doorway on Audible from Audible, and I really loved this. It wasn't at all what I was expecting, and the Audible the audiobook was really well done, and I was very lucky that the lovely Mercedes was getting rid of this and said that I could have the hard copy, because otherwise I would have had to buy it, because I really enjoyed it. I really loved the idea behind this. It's set in a world where the children are sent away to this boarding school. They've gone on some sort of trip, so you've got your sort of Jack and Jills and your Alice in Wonderlands, and you've got children who have gone to these other places, some of them dark and despairing, some of them magical, some of them nonsensical. They've all gone to these weird and wonderful places and have come back and are struggling to sort of decide what's going on. Many of them, if not all of them, want to go back to these places they were at, but they're unable to get back for whatever reason, and the lady that runs this boarding school collects these children to try and help them sort of assimilate back into real life, and she was in a similar situation herself. So we meet Nancy, and she's just arrived at the boarding school. She meets various different characters. There's a bit of a murder mystery type story plot going on in there, and it was just beautiful beautifully written, such a wonderful and original story, and I truly adored this, and I hope it has been left open for there to be more books, and I just can't wait. And then my favourite fairy tale retelling this month has to have been Bitter Greens by Kate Forsyth. I absolutely adored this. Kate Forsyth has woven together the story of 3 young women, and it was just brilliantly done. We get the story of Rapunzel, we get the story of a woman who has been sent by the king to a convent, who has been being told this story of Rapunzel, and we get the story of the witch that keeps Rapunzel trapped and her backstory, and it's just a really beautiful and very cleverly done book, and I definitely going to read Kate Forsyth's other story, Wild Girls, soon. So I definitely recommend all 3 of those. I Hate Fairyland is a wonderful comic series. Bitter Greens was a great retelling of Rapunzel, and Every Heart is a Doorway was a truly magical read. Anyway, I hope you've all had a really good August, and I shall see you in September. Bye for now, BookTube.